industries. About 40% of our business is e-commerce. I've spoken at Internet Retailer and the e-commerce forum in Brazil, shop.org, a lot of other places, so I understand where you're coming from. We have three main practice areas, just so you get a little perspective. A lot of people, when they think of conversion rate optimization, they think of landing page testing, which is definitely a part of the toolbox to try out different versions of content on your site and see what your audience prefers. So we have a strong testing practice and for developing test plans and test strategy. We also help companies redesign websites, where you can think of us as the architects to give you a high-converting website experience. So we don't do web development, but we'll give you the blueprint that somebody's going to go and build for you so you make more money online. And we can do that with your existing site, or if we need to bring in the bulldozer and start over, we'll do that as well. Build you a whole new business model, if you will. And then finally, we have ongoing conversion management, where we help clients in a variety of ways with improving their conversion over time. And a lot of times, especially with our larger clients, what that means is teaching them to fish, teaching them to do it internally. We don't think we're the high priests of conversion, and this isn't going to be a closely held skill set for hopefully much longer. The reason I wrote both editions of my book and started the International Conversion Conference series is that we want to spread this knowledge out. If you're not paying attention to conversion rate optimization, it's probably the most important lever that you can turn to increase your profits. Okay, so all right, enough of that. My director of business development told me I had to put that slide up. So I'm actually going to tell you a story in two parts. And the first part is about your split personalities. Okay, who here is a diagnosed schizophrenic? No, I'm sorry, that was a mental health crack. My wife, the social worker, will kill me after that. But no, split personalities, what do I mean by that? How many of you have heard of the left brain and the right brain? Okay, well, it's only the left brain and the right brain if you look from here, from the top of your head, okay? And that's because the big part of the brain, which we think of as the important part of the brain, sits on top. But that's not really the important part of the brain, and that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. I'm serious about this. It's a very recent evolutionary adaptation. So here's what your brain really looks like if you blew it up. Okay, so you have the two halves, the left and the right hemispheres of your new brain, and then in the middle, you have your limbic system, and then at the bottom, you have your brainstem. So far, so good? The middle part, the new part, the big part, is something that we've evolved fairly recently. There haven't really been any changes to your brain in the last 50,000 or so years, so that's good news for some of us and an explanation for the behavior of others of us, I would say. But that's the logical brain.